Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. I didn't know this. If you guys have been using the BitGet exchange, apparently there was a disruption for XRP. This one courtesy of BondCrypt here on Twitter. XRP deposits and withdrawal services have now resumed on the platform. This was as of yesterday, April the 8th, 2024, at around 6:45 p.m. We are pleased to announce that XRP deposits and withdrawal services have resumed on our platform. We apologize for any inconvenience caused during the suspension period. So this from the BitGet exchange. I know, this is probably for a small subset of the XRP community. Nevertheless, thought I'd bring it to you guys in case you are using the BitGet exchange and were experiencing disruptions over the last 24 hours or so. Guys, Brad Garlinghouse and Monica Long have made the rounds. They've come out with another press release, this one originating in Singapore. Singapore reports on Ripple's upcoming stablecoin launch, and Monica Long did add this, okay, issuing our stablecoin on the XRP ledger and Ethereum will serve as a pivotal entry point to unlock new opportunities for institutional and DeFi use cases across multiple ecosystems. The XRP ledger's native capabilities, including a decentralized exchange and automated market makers, will build to utilize XRP as the bridge asset. So Monica Long coming out and insisting now that the stablecoin, definitely not going to be cannibalizing XRP. I mean, for the people who thought that, Ripple's releasing this stablecoin to really kind of, replace XRP in a way or what, that line of thinking is completely ridiculous. And, I talked about it a little bit in this morning's video. If you guys didn't catch this morning's video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. But the other reason is just because, XRP is created to do something differently. I think they use the stablecoin because they're following the trend to a degree. These banks, these financial institutions, they don't get and understand cryptocurrency and the underlying technology really as well as we do. Certainly not as well as Brad and Monica. So, they kind of have to handhold them through this process. And I think even though it is technically a redundant step, a stablecoin I think would help ease banks into the whole process a little easier. So they've come out now, made their statement here. The statement is, again, originating from Singapore, and I will link this in the description of the video for you guys. I'm happy to hear, though, that they are, coming out discussing this because I think there was a lot of confusion. Well, especially for XRP holders in the XRP community, and maybe even for banks, bankers too, the ones who do understand the technology. But I think at the end of the day, guys, this is going to be a good move because think about it. When banks decide to use a stable coin, are they going to go with USDT? Are they going to go with USDC, BUSD, or something else, a central bank digital currency, a CBDC? Or are they going to use Ripple's USD pegged stablecoin? Again, think about all the banks that are already connected to Ripple. Now, if they already are using Ripple technology, it would kind of make sense for them to be like, well, we're already using the RippleNet technology. It'll probably be most efficient if we use the Ripple stablecoin. So something to think about there. Wanted to thank Chad here, though, for just bringing this up because I think, there still does need to be some clarity concerning this. So Novati did land a new client win, guys. They are a Ripple partner, if you guys didn't know. Since commencing a strategic business transformation just 9 months ago, digital payment company Novati Group has reported progressive results of their pivot to market and customer-centric approach, which has yielded new business from major players in the BNPL food delivery, accounting, and accommodation sector. So they're covering several different verticals there. The implementation of the market and customer-led strategy has proven instrumental in Novati's positive performance, evident in the first half of the financial year 2024. During this period, Novati witnessed a notable 12.1% surge in revenue, coupled with an 11% reduction in expenses compared to the previous half year. So they're really seeing a marked difference in their performance. Here's a quote: "Since streamlining and integrating the previously fragmented and independent business units into the payment of the Australian and New Zealand division in quarter two of FY 2024, it has been pleasing to see the results of our strategy reflected in new and extended commercial engagements driven by our market-led consumer-focused approach." So some notable achievements include the extension of a long-term partnership with the major buy now, pay later or BNPL operator, projecting transaction volumes exceeding $1 billion in 2024. So this is just one company, performing some payments of $1 billion in the year 2024. That's their projected amount. Healy also confirmed that Novati has been engaged by one of Australia's largest food delivery platforms. So that's something new too for payment services. So like maybe an Uber Eats or something like that. While deeper details are not disclosed, Novati offers a range of merchant services and card issuing programs that are commonly used by food delivery operators to eliminate the need for cash usage. So guys, another big milestone for a Ripple partner, in this case, Novati. Great news there that I thought that I'd share with you today. Here's Smoke with another observation. Emails from the Mojaloop Foundation discussing Ripple and Stellar specifically as bridges. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, Mojaloop is huge, okay? Just check out this first link here, gatesfoundation.org, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Mojaloop. They are in fact connected. They are the financial service provider for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I just go back here and click on background here. You guys can see Mojaloop in the project background, designed to provide a reference model for payment interoperability. The Mojaloop Foundation's open software, Mojaloop, can be used to overcome barriers that have slowed the spread of digital financial services. And these principles are attributed to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Level 1 project. So these guys are deeply tied to some of the biggest players in the financial space. And check this out here, an older email discovered from 2017. Down here, they talk about some issues with regards to this. Since this is a Ripple fork, it should be no surprise that it has massive overlap with a different Ripple fork that we've seen in this community before, Stellar. I agree that push payments processed immediately are the right way to go. But note here, they talk about this as a bridge. When we wrote the Stellar bridge, one of the reasons it never reached deployment was the lack of existing deployments and users of the Stellar network. So again, this was back from 2017, so a very long time ago. Is someone deploying Mojaloop? What, in your view, are the major differences between Mojaloop and Stellar? What are the advantages to Mojaloop? Let me reiterate, by the way, that the Ripple network is already connected to Mojaloop. Is someone at level 1 considering implementing a Finerac Mojaloop bridge component similar to the Finerac Stellar bridge component we've already written about? So, built on Ripple's Interledger protocol, Mojaloop, again, integral to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Mojaloop's mobile payment software includes the Interledger protocol, or ILP technology, built by payment startup Ripple. Interoperability is one of the holy grails of distributed ledger technology. So, noting too that these two networks are the bridge networks for transferring money, large sums of currency, or large sums of anything for that matter. But in this case, again, this was from back in 2017. Important to note, and also considering how big the project is and how big some of their partners are. So, wanted to thank Smoke for posting that. Another big Ripple partner, guys, Standard Chartered, their CEO came out giving his opinion on cryptocurrency, the crypto market, and the role of digital assets in this marketplace. Listen to this.
I do think that there's a role in the world for a well-regulated, well-run cryptocurrency market. There's a much more interesting, from my perspective, role in the world for a digital assets marketplace. And the difference between the two, of course, is cryptocurrencies are not fiat currencies. They're not controlled by central bankers or issued by governments, and the value is a function of what people are prepared to pay for it, not what's the fundamental value of Bitcoin. Who knows? Even with gold, we can say what's the fundamental value of gold, and ultimately, at some point, it's going to end up on your ring or on your finger or on your ear in some markets. But Bitcoin is not going to end up hung around your neck anytime soon, I don't think. So I have no idea where the price of Bitcoin is going to go. I think there's a group of investors who think that cryptocurrencies have an interesting place in an investment portfolio. There's another group of speculators who like to speculate on anything that moves around a lot in price. That's okay as long as it's done in an appropriate way. And the infrastructure implosion that you mentioned with FTX implosion, people going to jail, etc., are indications of market failures or regulation failures or legislation failures, bad behavior that don't detract from whatever the underlying value of a cryptocurrency is. I'm not too focused on that, to be honest. Importantly, the infrastructure to support cryptocurrencies is the same as the infrastructure to support the whole other range of, let's call it, much more obviously societally useful digital assets. I'm not saying that Bitcoin's not societally useful. It's quite controversial whether it is or not. I don't much care. And I think anybody that's buying or selling should have responsibilities to buy and sell responsibly, and we should have the mechanisms to make sure that they comply with the law.
So taken straight out of that regulatory compliant crypto rulebook, I guess, something that Ripple's on the same page with. But, ultimately, this large Ripple investor, namely Standard Chartered, their CEO seeing the benefit of, for example, DLT technology, the XRP ledger, not saying it straight up, but we know considering these guys are partnered with Ripple that, he probably knows about Ripple and that Standard Chartered uses DLT in some way, shape, or form. Not so much, though, interested in the crypto spec market, and even saying that Bitcoin is, the value in Bitcoin is debatable. So another interesting update here from a big Ripple partner, Standard Chartered. Wanted to thank 707 Crypto for posting that. And we're seeing big custody news, guys. BCB Crypto did just move its custody operations to Ripple-owned Metaco. This coming from Ripple employee Anthony Welfare here. The move will allow the payments firm to consolidate its custody technology. BCB provides crypto payments and trading services for clients, including the big exchanges Gemini and Kraken. So here is the lowdown, okay? Metaco, a Swiss crypto firm custody owned by Ripple, said that BCB Group, a crypto payments firm, consolidated governance of its digital asset custody operations onto its flagship platform. London-based BCB Group, having migrated its operations from a third-party digital asset technology provider, is now using Metaco, guys, their custody orchestration platform, the company said in a statement. The move allows the payments firm to consolidate its custody technology into one single platform to secure and govern its digital asset operations. And right down here is a quote: "We continue to empower new global financial ecosystems by connecting the global crypto industry." This coming from Oliver Tonkin, BCB's co-founder and CEO. This is what he said in a release. And the quote continues: "Our collaboration with Ripple, Metaco, and IBM Cloud is a paramount step in that direction, as it enables BCB Group to continue delivering superior top-tier services to the digital asset ecosystem in a seamless, secure, and affordable way." So Ripple, the enterprise blockchain company, of course, they did acquire Metaco for $250 million last May, as you guys probably remember. And BCB provides payments and trading services for some of the world's largest crypto institutions, including Bitstamp, Crypto.com, Gemini, and Kraken. So those are big exchanges. Those are not small crypto exchanges by any means. And now, guys, BCB going to be streamlining their crypto asset custody through Ripple-owned Metaco. This is big news. Think about this, guys. If some of the biggest crypto exchanges are now using a Ripple-enabled partner, Metaco, maybe the custody of these digital assets will be traded on the XRP ledger. It could, in fact, be the case that, if you do trade on Gemini or Kraken or one of these exchanges, Crypto.com, you could be, in fact, trading over the XRP ledger at some point down the road. So an interesting new update here and revelation. Wanted to thank Anthony Welfare for posting that. Now, ISO 20022, let's do it. Also noted this, another big piece of Ripple partner news. This one has to do with Nubank Ultraviolet. They've entered the travel segment with the launch of global accounts for high-income customers in partnership with another company called Wise. So another bombshell announcement, guys. One of the world's largest leading banks, Nubank, which is, again, a Ripple partner, is set to enter the global accounts market after partnering with UK fintech firm Wise. The Brazilian neobank has partnered with Wise to build its global account market, which it intends to initially roll out to ultraviolet customer bases, high-income customers. So these are specifically for, a specific subset of the population. This comes as part of Nubank's wider strategy, to expand its customer base to include more high-income segments to society. It also follows a move to extend money transfer capabilities between the US and Mexico via WhatsApp in partnership with Felix Pago. So this was announced just yesterday, April the 8th, 2024. Nubank's first dip into global account market has begun with pre-registration for customers in the ultraviolet segment, with the service expected to roll out in the coming weeks. So this is for high net worth individuals, connecting, again, Brazil and the UK, but also looks as though this is following another project they had with the US and Mexico via WhatsApp in partnership with Felix Pago. Interesting, too, because we know Nubank does have that Ripple connection, but guys, look who's also promoting it. Former Rippler Ryan Zagone, okay, he was with Ripple between 2014 and 2019. This one courtesy of XRP Drops here, and this is what Ryan Zagone had to say. "Thrilled to share that Nubank has partnered with the Wise platform as our first partner in Brazil. Super proud of the work our platform team did with Nubank to bring some revolutionary product experiences to market." So Ryan Zagone now does in fact work for Wise, but again, he did work for Ripple at a point back in 2014 to 2019. One of the big components to Ripple's success in the early days. So how big could this get, guys? Well, another one here from XRP drops. Ripple partner Nubank is poised to become a super app. This is an older clip, but I thought I'd show it to you guys. Remember, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway invested in Nubank about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Listen to this.
So this is one of those fintech apps that I think is poised to become what they call a super app. I don't think that the average consumer, whether it's in Brazil, Colombia, or the United States, or really anywhere in the world, is looking to have an entire page on their iPhone filled with different financial apps. So all of these fintech companies are going to have to get very good at incorporating everything from insurance to lending to credit card to payments, etc. So this is one of those companies that got a jump on that concept. They've been very good at bringing in new users, 40 some odd million users. And by the way, this is not even Berkshire's first investment in Latin American fintech. I heard StoneCo mention STNE. That's another one, had a tough year. But this one's exciting. I'm very interested in learning more about it, following it closely. I'm definitely keeping it on my screen.
The Nubank Super App, backed by Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway. Now we're seeing a partnership materialize with Wise and former Rippler Ryan Zagone promoting the partnership. It's starting to get really exciting, guys. The real world utility ramping up. And I'm really hoping that we're going to see a lot of success here in the coming months as the bull run continues, guys. Looks as though XRP has just popped a little bit in the last hour or so as I'm recording this. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.